So before you're like in a relationship with someone, basically every interaction you have with them, all of their behavior and their words is something I feel like you should be paying attention to. And so I like to have as a precondition that a guy approaches me first, because it indicates that if he doesn't have like the courage and self-confidence and self-assurance to take a risk and go out of his comfort zone by approaching me first because he thinks I'm worth it enough to take that risk in the first place of even just making himself vulnerable by approaching me and everything, then he doesn't have the level of courage and self-assurance that I'm looking for in a partner in the first place. So by having that as like a first line of like expectation, then that's like, we talk a lot about like having standards, but it's so much more and way more like subtle than 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 inch, whatever. It's way more, their character. And that's such an easy way to tell so much about someone's character and like, have high standards in just that one act.
No, yeah, I totally agree with that, honestly. Like, I think everything she said was pretty spot on. Like, if you can't even like send the first text, it's like, really? It just doesn't make sense.
But like, can I ask if you like want to talk to the guy too, and like you have a crush on the guy or like want to reach out to the guy? Would you be willing to send that first text to initiate first, or would you just want to like kind of like sit back and like wait for him to do it?
No,
I wouldn't.
I've like just been like, hi. Like, it's just a simple little hey, hi, or like, you're hot. I don't know. Just it's not, I don't see it as like a big deal to like for me to do it. Obviously, I'd rather them do it first, but it's like, for example, like with Tinder, it's like if they've already swiped right on me and then I swipe right on them, it's like, I'm like, oh, okay, now we matched now that I was the one that took initiative. But it's like, sometimes if they're really hot, I'll be like, you're hot. And then that's it.
But would you ever take initiative to be like, oh, like, let's go for a drink sometime? Or like, oh,
No.
let's go. Why? Can I ask?
Just because it's like, I don't really, again, I don't use these dating apps that much, like, to actively, like, be dating people. So it's like, if you want to see me or something, then you can ask. But I'm not going to go out of my way to ask.
Well, here's the other thing. She doesn't have to.
Yeah, that too.
She doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a guy doesn't, because girls don't really throw themselves at men the same way that men throw themselves at women.
Right.
So, like, as a guy, you need to take initiative. So women understand this. Women expect it to happen because that's just how the meta is. So why... You're in a stronger negotiating position if someone's chasing after you. Like, you're in a better position romantically. So why would you give up that power?
I don't know. See, for me, I find it the opposite.
Well, okay, that's a good point, because like there is some power in like being the one to like take that initiative.
Yeah.
But also, like, when you have someone pursuing you, you are in a position of they want you.
Right. No,
like,
I agree.
you're in a better power position, let's say. So so why nobody wants less power.
I don't know. For me, I think it's like, at least like my perspective, like as a woman, like coming into like one of the reasons that I like making the first move the most and why I enjoy doing it majority of the time.
You don't do it the most, Sydney. Come on. You do it, but you don't do it the most.
No, but like with like the people that I want to, yes. But then if I have like I have like guys in my DMs that I'm just like not interested in that are shooting their shot. But like if I like see a guy and I'm like interested and I go up and I talk to him, I find it more of like a more power move for me, just because like guys don't get that shit a lot, like if you compliment a guy's haircut, he remembers that all week. Like, guys don't
100%
get recognized like that a lot, right? So
Yeah.
I feel like if me as a woman like goes and like makes that first initiative and makes that first move, that's something that will throw the guy kind of like off a little bit and like
100%.
either A, leave him thinking about it, or just be like, oh. And that for me is like my power move.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
Like,
I think,
yeah.
And I think, one, if women do shoot their shot, actually your chance of it actually being successful is really, really high.
Yeah.
Whereas like most dudes, like, honestly, you're lucky if like 10% of the girls you talk to or even want to talk to you.
Well, that's why I
most
think like
dudes
just
get
little compliments
blanked.
too. Like even like random compliments, like for a guy at a grocery store, like, oh, like your haircut, or oh, like I like this, like something.
Sure.
They think about it all week.
Men almost never like
Exactly.
men never get complimented. So you say all week, like a dude who doesn't get a lot of compliments, and if you compliment him, he'll remember that shit for
Yeah, because like think about like us as women, like our girlfriends are complimenting us constantly, and like guys don't have their homies being like, oh, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just like kind of like my